Day 16, starting out a little cloudy, but I believe we're gonna have a lot of sun today. High of 53, highs in the 60s tomorrow. So we gotta survive today, then we'll be set for tomorrow. Got breakfast laid out for the crew, but guess what? The river's green and low. So we woke up in the middle of the night and realized that the water's just not going to come up where it was when it beached our rafts the other night. And the clear green water with no debris tells me that something was going on upstream that produced a bubble that has not been replicated. So we're going to wake up, have breakfast, and then unload at least this boat. Those boats may float. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Perhaps we can carry it without de-rigging. That would be fantastic. But it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a job. Woo! One boat down. The most important one. The one with all the food for the rest of the trip. All right, pull the stern. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We were all hands on deck for about 30 minutes. Getting the boats floating again was quite the job. But the team pulled together and made short work. Another reminder of how far we've come.
Oh, let's break this camp down and go find our next one.
Today was going to be all about tomorrow. We were 15 miles from Lava Falls, and we would spend a day getting set up for a big day tomorrow. At least that's what I thought. One thing I've discovered on all my trips, and in life in general, is that when you look too far into the future, you might be surprised by what you find right in front of you. I knew exactly where I was on a map, and I knew where I wanted to go. But what I didn't know is that I was about to spend the entire day lost in the Grand Canyon.
All right, all rafts are back in the water, re-rigged, reloaded. The goal today is to get to one of the last two campsites before lava. It looks like a beautiful, quintessential day in the canyon to enjoy taking it all in again. Today, then 5 more days, so a total of 6 days left on the trip. And we'll be down there at Diamond. And then it'll be time to turn a truck towards home where I'll see my son, my daughter, my wife, my dogs, my pond, my friends. Start telling the stories, start doing the editing. And it's kind of weird when you're still a week out and you start thinking of that. But it's gonna be good. Tim, you ready today?
I'm ready.
Are you boating, kayaking?
I am, yeah.
Right on. Oh yeah. Well, let's dump the boat out. I have some water in there, drag it down to the river's edge, and get ready to go.
There had been several mornings when I thought to myself, this is a beautiful morning. but the beauty of day 16 was overwhelming.
camera did though. I got it. Oh yeah. Whoa, baby! They tried to get you. If you look downstream, you'll see me on a rock. Stay a little further right of Misty for ease.
4.
This camp is A+. Stay in tight right, John. Easy peasy. Nice job. Look at that, George. That was like Top Gun stuff. Get in here, John. Get in here, John. You're looking good. Just keep going. Keep going. You're about to catch it. Keep going.
John, you're good.
All right. We found camp for day 16. We're at Lower Coves. And it's pretty fantastic, to be honest with you. The sun is amazing. We got this canyon behind us. So we only went about 8 or 9 miles today, and we're staged up for lava. We wanted to get a little closer. The problem was there were some new disputed lands down there requiring maybe permits to camp on the, I think it's the Halapai. I may be saying that wrong, but I think that's what it is. Tribal lands. So we don't have those permits, so we had to pull up short. We're about 5 miles from lava. That's where we're at. I think everyone's wanting a nice chill day to get ready for that, get their mind right and get their rigging right, whatever. But a camp with sun, the views, unbelievable. That's my 360 from camp. You can't complain. Pretty nice. So as it turns out, the Coves is a pretty fantastic camp. Kind of a deserty feel. I'm nestled here up in the sagebrush. Got my tarp drying. Probably go no tarp tonight, but I always rig it up in case it starts raining. Supposedly there's 0% chance of rain tonight, but I know how that's worked for me before. But we'll probably try to go with it. It's just fun to sleep under the stars and look up and see shooting stars and all that good stuff. Everything's charging. They're making Asian chicken salad for lunch, which sounds really good. Pretty much the whole afternoon to just burn. It's almost like a mini layover day. We were only on the water for a couple hours. Probably check in with some messages with the folks back home, eat lunch, and then maybe go explore what's up in there. There's always something to explore, these little slot canyons. And all right, folks, camp set up, day 16. Had an idea this morning. Let me show you what actually goes on for life in the Grand Canyon. The things that most people don't show you. Number one, you're gonna be addicted to this guy. Chapstick, Blistex, something. And you can't put enough of this stuff on. What you'll also find is that you don't share this in the Grand Canyon because you gotta get your nose too, right there. Because, man, it's dry, your nose is running. Whew. Chapstick. Number two, I heard all the stories before I came, and I really, to be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I thought I could man up because I work outside, and I've been a carpenter for over 30 years, and I have some pretty tough hands. However, you'll spend a good part of your day super gluing or dermabonding your cuts back together all over your hands, and starting to come together. But if you see that, just apply liberally. You know you got the right spot when it starts to burn. You don't even take the old stuff off anymore. You just get it on there. So my thumbs are hurting me. Before it was my other fingers. Right now it's just right there on my thumbs. Tilt the camera a little bit, let you see this other one. All right, so yeah. So here's my other one. I just, ooh, it burns good. You can see the old Dermabond that's still on there. Just leave that on there. So this is the first part of taking care of your hands. Gluing your skin back together. I had several on my other fingers before. Pretty much right now just isolated to my 2 thumbs. This weather will eat your skin, all of it. But I found for me the secret to staving off the dry skin and the cracks has been actually a last minute product I bought. Normally I use O'Keefe working hands as something that that usually works if I ever get dry hands around mortar or something. So I was using that at the beginning, and it was like, it helped, but it really didn't help as much as I hoped. And not knowing how much I would need in the Grand Canyon, right before I left, I bought Aquifer. And it is actually #1 recommended by dermatologists for dry, cracked skin. So I thought, hey, that might be the ticket. So as soon as this glue dries, I'll apply this. And this gives you like old grandma hands. You don't need a whole lot. And it's kind of a petroleum-based thing, which I think helps because it kind of maybe, I don't know if it kind of puts like a sealing layer on your skin that holds the moisture in or keeps the dry out, I'm not sure. The other stuff seems to just soak in and it's gone. This sticks with you for a little while, about that much. Get your whole hands. Since I've been using this, I've been winning the battle a little bit. It's probably almost dry. Yeah, that's dry. So then with this, you just put it on there. Look at that, like old grandma hands. I know why they used to use this stuff. Kind of Vaseline-y looking, but it's really not as slimy as it looks. That's why you don't need so much. But that's how you take care of your hands here in the Grand Canyon. At least it's working for me. Some of the other folks will put like super salve or something like that on their hands, put nitrile gloves on and sleep that way. But I'm telling you, as soon as I started doing this once a day, my hands have been perfect. I'm just waiting on those cracks to heal, and they're doing well. So super glue or Dermabond, some kind of like that Aquifer, I like that, Aquifer, whatever it is. And then lastly, you may have noticed, but my nose got blitzed early. It's hard to get it back in here. The wind, the sun, you're gonna want some sunscreen. I normally don't wear a lot of sunscreen because I'm pretty tan, but might as well put it on. So that's the tech tip of the day. I think they just called lunch. But yeah, there's something you're gonna be doing all the time in the Grand Canyon. Taking care of your hands, gluing up cracks, putting sunscreen on, and I have Blistex on me 100% of the time, all the time, because you will be using that. That's Pete with the River Kings, how you can survive in the Grand Canyon. Asian chicken salad for lunch. They got me looking trim these days, man. Turns out if you don't eat biscuits every day, you lose a little weight. Who knew?
And if you paddle 225 miles,
Yeah,
days,
that's right.
and hike.
And hike. Trying to keep up with Caitlin. What a gorgeous place. We found a field of cactus. When I say we, I mean Lori.
I did find this.
She showed it to us. That's pretty cool. Don't come running through here at night. Man, that would hurt. Looks like you go down and get in the wash.
Yep.
The hanging ferns of the Grand Canyon. Must be some seepage over there. Anywhere there's water, there's plant life. But as we pan back, we have what we might call a small rock jumble. That rock's about as big as my house. Man, the rocks. Incredible. Careful in here, booger dude. Some big holes to fall through. Man, this rock is sharp. All right, we're kind of getting walled into this little waterfall. Really, unless we went up that scree scramble and over the top, there's no chance of getting around this. But maybe there's water in the back of this and that's why all the goat poop's here. Or maybe they're just eating the lush vegetation. Is there water? I kind of had a feeling. Oh, look at that dripping.
It is. It's like over last time.
That's really awesome. This is where the sheep come to drink.
Poop water?
It's probably pretty clean. Yeah, so we're at the end of this walled in little canyon. We had a 40-foot ladder. We could get up there and go exploring. But we don't have a 40-foot ladder. So if you just aim up and just look around this place. Steep. Walled in every direction. And then that's where we came from. You kind of see out to the river mostly out there. So many things to explore in here. You could spend the rest of your life and never see it all. That's just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I found a cave up here on the hill. So cool. Man, little hidey holes like this. Woo! It's a cool place. I hiked up alone to the edge of the scree in the canyon walls. There was no noise other than the wind and my thoughts. The camp below was bustling with kite flying, cooking, games, and others just relaxing in the desert sun. But here, it was silent. The shadows danced in and out of the valley, up and down the walls. All the while, the river meandered ceaselessly on. The adventure and the mystique of Lava Falls were indeed calling. But I couldn't hear it as I was lost in the peace of this place and this moment. It's a good morning. Day 17. It's lava day. And it's gonna be a good one. We are perched 5 miles above lava. And that's the marquee rapid on the entire Grand Canyon, kind of the Big Daddy. There's a hole at the bottom called the Big Kahuna. And kind of thought it was kind of ironic that the first river I ever ran was the Haw River with my mom and dad, and I was in an Old Town Otter. My dad had purchased a canoe so that he and my mom could go do some trips, enjoy some time together in the outdoors. This purchase came with a kayak, so he asked me if I wanted to buy the kayak part of it, and I was like, yeah, Old Town Otter. And the three of us set off on the Glencoe to Red Slide section of the Haw River, and they came to Goat Island. We didn't know what the name of it then was, but at Goat Island he went left. He went right, and in the kayak, and at the time I was with my mom in the canoe, and we went left. And he came around the island. When we met again, he said, man, there's a big drop over there. And so the next time I ran it, I went right, and it was the biggest drop on the run. Maybe a 2.5 foot kind of flume, but at the time it was the biggest I'd ever run in a kayak. So I dubbed it the Big Kahuna. I don't even know how it got that name or who came up with it. We couldn't find that it had a name, so we just called it the Big Kahuna because it was the Big Kahuna of the run. And then today I get to experience the real Big Kahuna of the world, Lava Falls. It's a pretty good story. I had no idea what Big Kahuna was back then. I'm not even sure who named it. Maybe it was my dad. But here I am, just about 5 miles above the actual Big Kahuna at Lava Falls, and I'm excited. But that's our little story time with Pete this morning. Got my coffee over here, started packing up a little bit. Glorious morning. I'm making sure we have enough SD cards and all that good jazz so we can get through the rapids. And sometimes on a rapid like this, you take your SD cards that are full of priceless memories and you swap them out for brand new ones, so that in the event of catastrophic equipment loss, you still have your footage from the previous days. So I think I'll be doing that. I got a whole sleeve of 256 cards I haven't used yet, and so I've brought a lot of SD cards. Man, there's a lot of footage. But yeah, we'll start over with the cameras. That way we don't lose anything important from days before, in case we lose a camera or or whatever. I just got to make sure that whatever I put the old cards in, this yellow box, I've got to recover that. It's a good day. It'll probably go just like the others, nice and easy. I just hear it's big and burly. It doesn't look like anything else out here. And even if you're at the right place, when you drop in on it, you say, I just messed up. Apparently that's the sentiment, that no matter where you run it, even if you're in the perfect place, you feel like you just messed up. So looking forward to that. It's going to be a good time. Misty asked me last night around the campfire, we were all talking, and she said, Pete, was there ever any doubt leading up to the trip or on the trip that whether or not you were going to run it? And I said, no, that was a foregone conclusion, that that wasn't a possibility, that unless I had some sort of injury or something, that it was going to be run. So hopefully everyone will muster the courage to look at it and then run it. Misty's on the fence. Hopefully she'll saddle up and ride the bull. It doesn't really matter what happens. Just you'll get to the bottom in 17 seconds. So yeah, so what I hear is there's blueberry pancakes for breakfast this morning. A little bit excited about that, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep packing up a little bit. And I've got some of the stuff broken down, and that way I'll be ahead of the game and able to rig the cameras. I may place a 360 on River, or he may take Brian's session, and I may put the 360 on Jason's helmet if he's on the raft riding the bull or something. We'll sort all that out. It'll be good. But that's it for now. Let me get packed up. Oh, I see it happening already. The A-team is making pancakes. Look at that, folks. Oh, it's gonna be good.
Incoming.
Oh, I can't wait. The sunrises here are amazing. That water's probably running 15 to 20 miles an hour. Just doesn't look like it. Right through the meat of that rapid. It's crazy how fast the water is here. Oh yeah, the pancakes are on time, bro. Like, it doesn't get any better.
So you just never got paid.
Unless you turn around.
Unless you turn around. Man, this may be my favorite camp.
Like, well, I'm pretty sure the dude's still in prison. I don't know.
Tonight's camp will be special too. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It'll be the camp below lava. My boat is rigged. The other boats are finishing up the process. A little bit of personal gear left on the beaches. Now I just gotta get my boat tidied up and ready to go. And then we are off to the races. It's this moment every morning we're pretty much ready. It seems it's another 45 minutes or so before we actually push off. It just takes a while to get everything strapped to the boats. But that's the nature of it. And so I turn myself around and look at the scenery while I'm waiting. There are worse places to be hanging out. It never gets old. I moved some things around, changed all the cards. I got the 360 camera's gonna be behind the seat with me, as well as my yellow box. That way when we get to lava, I can put it on a helmet of one of the other rafters or something. So it's the big moment everyone's been waiting for. Hopefully it just goes real smooth. I mean, you hope not to get chundered, but getting throttled in a hole and surviving and coming out the backside is always a great feeling. But coming through real clean is always what you're trying to do. So I just hope I don't swim. Moving out from Coves Beach was a fabulous camp. I think for me, probably the best yet. Some of the other camps had cooler spots, but there was just something about this camp and the vibe and the full day of sun just hit just right. Pancakes, the chicken last night, the sunsets, clear skies. It was amazing. All buttoned down, about to hit tracking on the GPS and then start moving out and see what happens down here. Kind of a quiet mood around the boats right now. Everyone's rigging to flip. That's the key word. Should do that every day, but I guess some days you do a little bit extra. River has been quiet this morning. Tell the world what's going through the mind of a hero.
We're gonna run lava today?
Gonna run lava. Give me the chances, 1 to 100. What % chance are you gonna run it? How are you feeling right now?
Probably like 75.
75% chance. Okay, I could see that in your eyes. I hope you do it. I hope you do it.
No way, River. You
75. That's 25%. But I know how you feel on the inside. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't let that 25% get any bigger from now till the time you put in. Sounds good? You got this, bro.
To some degree, we were all experiencing that look on River's face. Trying to suppress the anxiety, anticipation, and fear, and really wanting to latch on to that feeling we'd all get at the bottom of lava. The only problem is that we weren't yet at the bottom of lava. The rest of the morning followed the mood. It was quiet, beautiful, but the group was tangibly subdued. Lava Falls will be the crux move of the trip. It's the big one. We've spent the last 16 days taking in the Grand Canyon, and not a day has gone by when Lava Falls wasn't mentioned. We only had 5 miles, and I knew they would fly by. The next point of interest will be Vulcan's Anvil. It's your warning sign that you're really close. And that's where everybody will pretend like they're not scared.
There it is, folks. Vulcan's Anvil. I feel special because my paddle matches. Lava. One mile from Lava Falls.
Floating past Vulcan's Anvil felt like stepping inside the cage with a large animal. Approaching Lava Falls, you can hear it, you can feel it. It's the biggest rapid in North America, and it's on everybody's top 10 for the biggest, most notorious rapids on the planet. The river will drop 37 feet in little more than 100 yards. Paddlers will reach speeds in excess of 20 miles an hour. The oscillating and jostling water present no clear line. There's just a suggestion, a range of places you want to be, and very definite places you don't. And yet, knowing all of this before you get here does not prepare you for when you lay your eyes on it the first time. And even more so when you see it from the water.
Yeah, baby.
They hear the rumble.
I've been hearing it for like half a mile. It's loud.
Should have camped here.
It's got a little bass to it. There's been a lot of people thinking about this for a lot of days.
2.5 weeks. Brought you here. You're ready.
First look at Lava Falls. Ooh, that's a big rapid. Lava Falls, baby. Look at that. It's a whole heaping helping of water. What do you think?
I don't know.
How you feeling?
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't blame you. That's a lot of water, folks, and there's no easy way out. You do not want to be in this top hole right there. That's a no-go hole. And then down here, that's the cheese grater, the rock at the end. You don't want to be in there. Just kind of trying to split it.
All right, we just got done scouting lava. It looks big, scary. People have been following me the entire trip, looking at my lines. So I think everybody's about to follow me again. I have the opportunity here to be the hero or the villain.
Does that work great?
To be determined.
Turn your head the other way. Okay, got it on. You're a go.
Got it.
Come on, Riv.
River found himself lost in the moment. Lost trying to find his way through his emotions. On one hand, this was the first time he was truly terrified by what he was about to do, while simultaneously being 100% committed and wanting to do it. I explained to him that courage does not mean you're not afraid. It means you're afraid and you do it anyway. Water this big and powerful can be felt all the way to the soul. River overcame a lot of fear to get on this rapid, and he held himself together until he got to the bottom, after which a flood of emotions came over, which he had to process. The following video, to me, is special, and it shows every emotion in the human range in the span of a few minutes. It's a perfect encapsulation of whitewater kayaking. Sometimes we love it, sometimes we hate it, but you will never be the same person at the bottom.
When we get going, just give a little space, River, so we don't jam up too much.
Oh man. Here goes Dave. There goes Brian coming up next. They got it. Wow. There goes Misty. Is that Misty? Go Misty!
Hey, Caitlin! Caitlin! Misty!
Oh my God. Are you okay? Yeah.
Get on the front. Relax. Yeah, babes, good job. You all right?
Just that when I catch a boat, I have my shoulder.
Okay.
But I'm good.
Just hold on. We'll get right behind this rock.
Brian's got Misty. Dave's got her boat. Elijah's got the paddle. Dave may need help. I'm going for Dave.
Good job, Dave. How far did you make it?
That's when I got over the first rooster thing and like started driving left. So fun! And then like something minor flipped me.
Yeah, it's rowdy.
I'll be back.
How was it?
So fun.
She made it over the first one.
That's awesome.
I think it's, we'll have to get it after this.
Oh yeah, my nose hurts, but I'm okay. I forgot to put on my drain plug. I mean, my nose plugs. I feel amazing, man. I love you, Mom. I hope you get down safe too. I love you.
I got my tether ready in the bottom pool.
I drank so much water. I just hope my mom's gonna be okay. Hope Misty's okay.
I'm so proud of you.
Dude, I'm so stoked that you did.
Did y'all flip? I got chundered.
I literally held a stern squirt for half that rapid. Brian, I was like praying. I was like, please God, don't flip me over myself. Please God. And then every single wave it would like pop me.
I was like, sweet, I got so excited.
I missed a roll on the right.
Yeah.
I rolled up on the left, and it went back over again.
Now I got it.
Dude, we gotta get this thing up to it. It's completely full.
It's gonna be next. We got it.
You can't pick this thing up.
No, you need bags. We got it. This next edge is chill. Yeah. Yeah.
for it, dude. Oh, we got it. It's about to flip. You're about to lose it. Yeah, we do. That's what I said. You got to paddle. It's tough. God. I don't think the float bags are full.
That went really well for me.
I'm afraid.
Like,
Jim was afraid.
But I'm not gonna cry anymore because we did it. All the boaters are safe. I just hope that Mom's gonna be okay. I hope that all the raptors get down safe. I don't even know how I did that. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I can't describe it. I wish I could. Yo! Amazing! No! I'm okay. How do I shut this off? Oh, I just did that. Woo!
All right. So leading the pack of our rafts, George and Tim. About to go into the jaws of lava.
here come the rafts.
So coming up behind is going to be Dave and Lori, and Jon Snow, the King of the North himself.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You got it! Right where he wants to be. Boy, that's gnarly. That is gnarly. Yeah, he's through. There's a couple nice waves right there at the end, though. All right. Dave and Lori, here you go. Let's go. They're a couple. That's some bonding right there. A lot of trust.
I was full focus.
Woo! Yeah, Mom! Woo! Go,
There is Jon Snow. Oh man, he's really close to that hole. good.
That is like exactly.
And they're through.
So like what the road.
All right, 2 more boats to go. I'm gonna be on the next one, so you'll have to see it from a different angle.
I got lost. Yeah, me too. I got lost. I set up and I was like underwater. I couldn't feel like I was underwater.
It's a good trip. I think Elijah's going up to run the other raft, but 3 of them are down.
I took care of my boat. I saw 3 down. I was like,
Yeah. But you went through good.
Dude, I hit that top and it's wrecked.
Yeah, I watched yours. Yours, I was like, he's left, but then you're just like, did you go over the big hole or just go right?
The edge of it.
Perfect. King David George, king of lava.
King.
Misty,
Taz.
proud of you for doing it.
That's so
Yeah,
fun.
who cares what happened? And you, did you see Rivers roll?
I did.
He rolled up and I was like, yeah, and he looked at me and was like, woo.
I was so shocked because I had made it over that first like rooster tail area, right? I was like, I told myself if I could get through that and keep that 11 o'clock angle, I would be fine. So when I got through that, I was so elated. I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome, right? I'm still upright. I think I might have taken like 1 or 2 more strokes before Dave said a left curler got me. I have no idea because I was over so fast. I was like, I don't even know what hit me.
Yeah.
He said I got almost halfway down. I was like, really?
That's awesome. Yes, sir. Woo! I gotta tell you, as a kid, I thought quicksand would be a bigger part of my life, but here I am. The more you move, the further down you go. Quicksand! Finally found some. Just kinda, I took about 6 strokes the whole thing. One of those, I was more just leaning to surf, ferry surf out of the big, out of the
You're doing a lot better
side.
than the rest of them. I was sideways.
I saw Brian hit that roost tail and go, I was like, going a little right.
Oh man.
Where'd you go?
I went where everyone else went, but I was sideways, I was backwards, I just had this like survival boat and trying to stay upright.
That's how it is sometimes. Yeah.
And then I went left.
River! Yeah, Hugs! Yeah! Found it. Hero! Oh, that was awesome.
Thanks, man.
Below Lava Falls on Tequila Beach is a chance for you to sign the book for those who've dared to run it.
I took a big swing with the River King and ran Lava Falls, but I took a swim with a big grin and earned a bell after all.
Yeah!
Did you record that?
Yes.
Nice.
And look at the bell on the page, folks. Send me a picture of this bell and I'll send you some merch. Oh yeah! It's lunch on Tequila Beach, baby. Look what we got here. Jelly. That's a win.
Jelly time.
We're gonna finish lunch up here, and then I think we're making 8 more miles to camp. Most of the big stuff is behind us. All the big stuff is behind us. There's a few that pop up here and there, but from here you can kind of almost let your hair down a little bit and relax, knowing that this is no longer lurking in the future. So, pretty good feeling. Let me eat lunch. I'll show you what's down below.
Said flowing, no, she's still there. I can't see where she's going, but I hope it's near. Life ain't what it seems. There's still a part of me that's trying. Come lay on my chest. You can find a little rest from hiding. Don't let this go. Don't let it fall away. Don't worry, we'll take it slow. Just don't let go. Don't let go. Daydreams falling like raindrops on the sky. Making plans, all I ever had dreamt of falling through my hands. Life ain't what it seems. There's still a part of me that's fighting. Come lay on the chest. You can find a little rest from hiding. Don't let this go. Don't let it fall away. Don't worry, we'll take it slow. Just don't let go. Don't let go. Don't let this go. Don't let it fall away. Don't worry, we'll take it slow. Just don't let go. Just don't let go.
When you come around the corner, Eddie on the right, looks like home. Well, I believe we found home for the night. Got a couple good little spots here. Kind of up here in the desert, feels wonderful. I like the rocks. I think I'm gonna stake right here. I don't know why, but let's do it. Whew, that was a big day. Mostly just the anticipation of and the scouting of and the running of lava. Then a little celebration down there on the beach. Then chug out some more miles, and then wow, look at that farmer's forehead. That's just terrible. Can't help it. I look funny. But here's gonna be my camp. Beautiful, beautiful camp here at Whitmore Wash. The views are getting longer, and there is a lot more sky now as we start to come out of the steepest, deepest parts of the Grand Canyon. So the rim is now starting to come down, and definitely different. We're in the Sonoran Desert area now, kind of getting in there, and the cactuses are different, the brush is different. It looks a lot more deserty versus just Mars with all the rocks. But yeah, stunning day. Really, there was just lava and then a bunch of what we call flat water now on the Grand Canyon, but back home would be Great Boogie. River fought through some tears there at the put in to the rapid, and then but he beasted out, manned up, and I guess he's a big kid now, as who wanted me to say that on camera. River is a big kid now. So yeah, I got my solar charging, everything's kind of laid out, and I'm just kind of tired. So I think I'm going to set up a hammock and chill out for a little bit. Feels great today. It's about 70 degrees, hotter than we've had. It's the hottest day yet, and it feels fabulous. This all-day sun is amazing. It'll dip probably a little bit behind that guy, and we might have it a little bit more. And then in the morning, it's going to be a little bit before we have it, but it'll come out over here probably mid-morning, late morning, and then we'll have it all day. So great camp for sun. Looking forward to that, and let's get a hammock set up. So we got camp set up and sat in my chair. I almost fell asleep, and Dave came by and let me know that there may be some pictographs to go explore on this cliff wall. So we're gonna see if we can go find that while it's shady, and that'd be cool. The last pictographs I saw were near Hot Springs on Paint Creek on the French Broad. So let's see what we can find. Dave and I decided to take the elevation and then also take our age times 100 and add it to that elevation. That becomes your real feel elevation. So we're like, we're like 7,000, 8,000 feet right now. Easy. Just getting old. These little trees, you better watch out. These things will grab you. A red berry. Where'd that come from? There's the red berries. I saw one on the trail. I was wondering where they came from. We found it. Cactus. Likely suspect.
Captain Crunch with cactus berries.
That looks cool. I want to pet it. It looks so soft. Don't do it. Everything here wants to hurt you. It's like Avatar. Touch nothing. Dave told me that day one. I've learned that lesson about 10 times. After he told me. We have some elevation now up off the river. It's beautiful down there. camp is way back there. You may just be able to see some activity. But wow, pretty. Up over the scree, and now we're kind of going back down, probably right up against this wall down here. Pretty cool little trail. Oh, look at there. Wow. Look at that, folks.
Bottom of the rock.
See if Fanera can bring that in a little bit. I think that looks a little better, but yeah. There they are, folks, the pictographs at Whitmore Wash. All right, folks, here we are. Got up in here a little bit. Look at that. A little bit up on the top. This one's interesting. That guy's going down. And it looks like maybe a cliff face. And then look at that. Some rats back in here, boy. Pretty sweet. Thanks, Dave. Yeah. Pays to have someone that knows his way around the area. And the rapids.
Or they can read a book.
Or they can read the book. Back at camp, definitely the walking's easier. The cactus are becoming more and more frequent. The brush is still terrible, except for this sage looking stuff. This guy. This is the only friendly thing out here. But the views are longer, more sun. It's really, really cool to see the changes. Except for the cliff faces, the freedom of movement here is actually pretty good. If you can see it, you can walk it until you get walled in some canyon or something. But really cool place, folks. Oh, super impressed. Hopefully they have dinner ready soon, because I am hungry. Oh yeah, chicken quesadillas. I finished the corn. I also had some refried beans. Yeah, I was hungry. I was hungry today. Pretty nice camp. Needs more bigger trees. That didn't sound right, but that's what I meant. More bigger trees. More bigger. Yeah, it needs bigger trees and more of them. But the sand is great. Eddie is fantastic. And lots of sun, so checking a lot of boxes. The pictographs were awesome. Ah.
Get a nice rapid to listen to.
All night. Maybe some wind coming tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow night some rain. But we'll soak up the sun while we can.
And that's how I spent 2 days lost in the Grand Canyon. I spent yesterday lost in beauty, lost in thought, and lost in the moment. And today, our team spent a few seconds lost in the biggest rapid on the continent. But we all found ourselves at Tequila Beach and again at Whitmore Wash. We were right where we wanted to be. We were a little bit happy, a little bit sad, and all lost together in the Grand Canyon.